you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to the Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Thank you for tuning in, and welcome back to the Songwriter Show, right here on Reality Radio 101. I'm your host, Sarantos. I'm a solo music artist who's been writing lyrics for as long as I can remember. Words are just so important to me, and that's why I'm thrilled to host this show for you every Tuesday evening. I believe in my heart that every song is a story. Tonight's guest is Carter Ray. He's a cinematic raconteur, colorful, with charisma, and entertaining as all get out, transcends what it means to be an artist by today's standards. An experienced filmmaker and TV persona with the title of Best Drama at the Queen X LA Film Festival for his debut short film The Change Up, and appearances in the infamous MTV's Fakin' It and Tool of America with John Cena, Carter Ray is expanding his artistry with his next statement piece single, Make a Man, set to release this summer 2022. In 2014, Carter began documenting his transition from female to male on the internet in hopes of raising awareness and to help spread the message to young trans folks of love, validity, and the belief that no dream is too big, a message he so badly needed growing up.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, dude. How you doing?
Hey, man. How are you? I'm doing amazing. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here. It's a very cool story you have there, man. You've been through a lot, it sounds like.
Yeah, definitely been a journey for sure. But I'm happy to be where I'm at now, and I'm excited to hopefully make a difference in other individuals' journey that I used to be at. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. You know, that's part of, to be able to make a difference or to have somebody say, hey, you inspired me. I think that's one of the coolest things in the world. And it definitely sounds like you're doing that with your social media, your TikTok, just everything that you're doing. So I commend you for it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit. I know you do a lot, but if you could tell me, what are like the top 3 things in the creative arts that you like to do? And it could be anything.
My initial first love is definitely acting and being in front of the camera and playing a character that not necessarily relates with me, but just I'm able to navigate parts of my life through, whether it's a fictional or a non-fictional character, and being able to tell a story through film. I feel like film is so important. I know growing up, I never really saw any TV shows with characters that I could relate to, and we often looked for, we all, as individuals watch TV to find things that we connect with, and I really felt like there was nobody that I could relate to because I felt so outcast, as a young child. And
sure,
the stories that I saw that might have lined up with how I was feeling were definitely told incorrectly. So for me, definitely acting. And then through that, I learned a love for filmmaking on the opposite end too, just because I would see the whole crew working so hard together to do a setup. And then I was like, I want to learn how to do that, and then that's how I kind of got into filmmaking and making my own film, my own story, and telling what I wanted to tell. And then from there on to number 3, as an actor, my manager encouraged me to make just one song. Casting would be like, oh, can he sing? And she'd be like, I want to just show that you do one track. And then I did one song, and now I'm in love with music too. So it's been a journey of learning what I love to do creatively, but those are definitely my top 3 for sure.
That's awesome, man. I think in the old days, people would kind of maybe do one thing. Now there's plenty of people that cross over from acting, from singing the other way. I think, hey, to each his own. I myself try to do a few different things.
Yeah.
And I think all we can do is try to get better and better and better. And it takes 10 years to make a master at something, and we're all on a journey. And I think that's really cool, man. I don't think anybody should limit you.
Absolutely. And I mean, you never really know what you're actually good at until you try. You can have, the best painter in the world, but if you never pick up a paintbrush, you're never going to know that. So I think that's definitely just trying things and learning what you enjoy and what your avenue is to figure out how to be expressive and to tell your story. But yeah, exactly. You got to try it. You just got to go for it.
Yeah, I agree. And the one thing that you said too, I have 2 thoughts. One is you said about the people that work so hard. People do not always understand in the music business or the movies or TV shows, there is this whole other part, and people that can you have these superstars and they don't do it by themselves. And as an indie artist, sometimes we kind of sit here all jealous, like, oh, I wish I had that kind of team. I could do all these things. But I think all you can do is be authentic to yourself, and you can't be jealous of people that have a team, because that's got its own set of challenges too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I definitely feel like for me when I was starting out acting, and I personally didn't understand. I was like, man, why is it taking so long for them to set the shot up? I'm like going like, man, like, and then you don't realize it took them a whole bunch of pre-planning to get the perfect shot that they're looking for. And it could take up to hours to get that perfect moment that they want. And this is, as an actor, it's your art too, but at the same time, like, this is also their art. So like, you have to be understanding that being able to give everybody the time that they need, along with also they only have I'm sure if they have a location for only a certain amount of time, they got to also, they feel under pressure too. So I think once I really started to dive into filmmaking, I really understood that. Now it's kind of cool to like really look at things when I see a shot on a movie or in a music video, and I'm like, man, like I kind of know like how they kind of did that. Or if I don't know, I want to go like find out how, so then I can try to make something of my own, in a different way. And I think that's really cool to understand that like this is also their art. They're not here for me. I'm not here for them. Like, we're all here for each other, and the collaboration's everything.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the funnest times I've had is my first couple years. I used to make real music videos with stories, and I kind of the last 4 years have just focused on getting better as a musician, and then I'm going to kind of go back to that. Not that I'm saying that, but I don't spend as much time and effort, and I don't hire people, and it shows in the quality of what I'm putting out for music videos. But I cannot wait to get back to where I want to be, because that was the funnest thing, is making videos and going out with, even if it's 2-3 guys. And
exactly,
it was just the coolest thing in the world. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Exactly. Working with people that you actually enjoy their friendship is kind of like the most beautiful thing. Actually most of the films all of the films that I've done on my own, side other productions that I was cast in, they've all been people that have just kind of been just excited to work all together, and people who have been in my life for a long time and just are there for the moment. And I think that's really, really cool. Also, like, if you're able to also hire your friends and like help, get them, like, that's awesome, and it's really, that's the coolest thing, is being able to just make a story with all the people that you love that have also maybe been there for parts of your journey that you're making a story out of. So I think it's really rewarding and exciting to have people just beside you. And also, like you were saying earlier, a team it's not easy either. It comes with your own, there's own battles within a team, but at the same time, like, if you guys are all there for the same purpose, same reason, and you have family within that, it's so rewarding to see that art come to life that you all have put your heart and soul into.
Yeah. I watch a lot of documentaries, for music and even other types of things. But the coolest thing, like you said, when people are hanging out with their buddies or people they grew up with, and they're making things, and they're just kind of like that's the coolest thing in the world. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, and you could tell too on a set if these people have been are actually friends, or if they're just working together to get something done. The energy is so different when you're on a set and people are actually friends and are working together, and they're working hard, and it's because they're there for the same purpose, but it's also because they support each other. Having that support behind you is everything.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us about this song. What influenced it before we hear it? And also, how did it come together? Did you do the lyrics? Did you get beats? Did you come up with a melody, the drum groove? How did that kind of come together for you?
Yeah, I'm super excited for Scars to come out. It's going to be coming out September 9th, and then the music video will come out on the 16th. This is a song that I'm very proud of. This song, when I was starting out music, like I said, I was kind of just doing it just to have a single behind me, just to send out to casting. And then when I realized how different music really is from filmmaking, but also in the same, I realized how quick I was able to kind of tell a story in a 3-minute time span, especially with a music video. And it's just, for me, Scars, it really talks about embracing the parts of you that maybe you have shamed for so long, just because maybe you felt like it was different, and you felt this way, but then to realize that you have people that have your back, you have this whole community that just has you. And for me, as a trans man, coming out, I was very fearful that I was going to be forever alone. I remember just always thinking, I either transition and I will be forever alone, or I don't and I live a life of misery. And I think that's like such a complex decision as a young kid to really be thinking about, and like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't even know who I was. So I had this fear just because of the stigma that I think society has when it comes to trans people, and not really knowing or being educated in that sense to know what it even means to be trans. And there's not just one way to be trans. So I think that for this song, I really wanted to showcase just how being trans is not going to make you any less of a human. And like, it's okay to embrace that part of you and live fearlessly. And then throughout the song and the music video, I really just showed like a group of trans men, all of us together on the beach, just partying, because after I had top surgery, that was the first thing I wanted to do, was go to the beach and take my shirt off, and I just felt so scared to do that. And so I really think, and I hope with the music video, and someone somewhere that felt the way I used to can just see, like, I'm not the only one, and there are people that are accepting, and that this doesn't make me weird, or I'm a normal person, and I'm just here to kind of live my life the same way everybody else is. And so I really wanted to showcase just a bunch of dudes just like having fun at the beach, partying together, and just living in that moment.
Yeah.
And I really hope that Scars can do that. It's also a really uppity song. I want people to party to it. I feel like often, because of that stigma that we have as a society, everyone just assumes that if you're trans, you're going to have a really hard life, and you're going to have, and I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Of course there's struggles, and we all have to go through, but I think as human beings, we all have struggles, and we all go through things, and it really does shape us to the person that we are today. And I think, I really want people just to party with me. I want people to party with me. And I think it comes from that fear of feeling like I never would be able to just like be in a moment and be at a party and do these things, and I just want to embrace the parts of me that I shamed away for so long.
Awesome, dude. All right, I'll tell you what, let's take a listen to it. And before we hear it, my comment is, I think it's really crappy that in today's world that they are judgmental, and, you had this fear that they wouldn't accept you. And I think that's really crappy, man. I think love is love, and, we are who we are, and we should just be who we are.
Absolutely. I'm really happy you said that, because it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to just accept people if there's no harm, to anybody, and they're just living their life. Like, why do we often lose a lot of sleep over other people's decisions. Yeah. It's like, for what, it's like, let's just worry about you and live in the moment and just all be together.
All right. Awesome. I'll tell you what, let's take a listen, and then we'll come back. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, here we go.
How much I fought, no one else but you. Many days when I didn't feel like living at all. So much we've been through. I was locked inside my own mind, but it was never your fault. Left here with no air, so much and there you were behind those walls. They all try to tear us apart, but there is just so much to it. We'll never lose who we are. God knows I ain't been through, but I do it all over again. Now that I found you, it's time to embrace these scars. To
That was awesome, dude. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope that it said something or just left you with a good feeling.
Yeah, I think it definitely does. Tell us a little bit. Do you have someone you collaborate with? We talked a little bit about this project, but do you have any confidants or people that you bounce ideas off of or help you birth these songs?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my producer, Sam J Garfield, he's one of my best friends, and we actually became best friends through working together. My fiance connected us together, and we just were starting out making music, and I was like, I really like this dude. So he's been amazing, and he's really the reason why I kind of continue to do music, just because of what he's kind of told me. You know, he's like, I really believe in you. You need to keep doing this. And I really think that working with him has shown me a lot. I've also learned so much just sitting, watching him in his booth and watching him do his thing and hyping each other up and just exactly what we were talking about earlier, that collaboration. It's also just now we're friends and we're family. And also shout out, it's his birthday. So
Awesome. Happy birthday.
But I think that when you have a team of people, like I said, behind you, just giving you that push, it makes all the difference. And he works with amazing artists, and he's just so talented. And I think also the same sense, he believes in me, I also believe in him. So that really is a bond that I feel like when you're in an industry like this, having that is so special.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us a little bit before we let you go, where can people buy your stuff, stream it? You know, TikTok, you have a few channels that you promote. Where do you want them going?
My link tree is going to be in my Instagram. So my Instagram is Carter_Ray with 2 Y's. And that link will then take you to, Spotify. It'll take you to all the music platforms. It'll take you to also my short films. It'll take you to my YouTube. I documented my entire transition. So if anyone wants to go and just watch that journey where I'm very vulnerable, I talk about struggles I went through when I was going through them. So I think that that's also a cool resource if somebody wants to just watch a journey. That's definitely the way to kind of get to everything, would be through my Instagram, and then through my link tree.
It's awesome, man. Dude, I want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight, and love to have you back anytime, man.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this. It means a lot that just coming from a background where I didn't think anyone would want to listen to anything I had to say, and to be sitting here talking with you and having that steam behind is really rewarding, and I really thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I think your story is going to keep resonating, and thank you to all the listeners out there for listening tonight and sharing a little bit of time with the two of us. My name is Sarantos. Please join me every Tuesday night to hear other amazing artists and people share their fascinating behind-the-scenes stories right here at the Songwriter Show on Reality Radio 101. Have a great night. I love you guys.
We all wanna live in Mayberry, but we just don't. Life's black and white, then color. We hold on together, never let go. We beg the world to love us, but we know there's no love without pain, no love without rain. No one's ever a saint, and love is never the same. We forgive, 'cause we've swallowed so much hate. Life's harder for us 'cause we're different. We hold on together, never let go. We beg the world to love us, but we know there's no love without pain, no love without rain. No one's ever a saint, and love is never the same. Love is never the same. We never cry when the wave destroys our sandcastle. We pick up our shovels and start again. We never give up, and nor should you, 'cause we all know, we all know, we all know that love always wins, love always wins. We all knew we'd get here, but we had to dance, then hold hands. 'Cause love always wins, love always wins. The hate falls away, the world falls away, 'cause we believe that love always wins. 'Cause love always wins, it just always wins. Time and time again, love always wins. We all wanna live in love, but we just don't. Life's sunny, we've come so far. Yeah. Let's hold on together, never let go. Let's help the world glow, cause we all know there's no love without pain, no love without rain. No one's ever a saint, and love is never the same. Let's make life easy for our kids, reach even further to the sky. We hold on together, never let go. We beg the world to love us, but we know there's no love without pain, no love without rain. No one's ever a saint, and love is never the same. Love is never the same. Never cry when the wave destroys our sandcastle. We pick up our shovels and start again. We never give up, and nor should you, cause we all know, we all know, we all know that love always wins, love always wins. We all knew we'd get here, but we had to dance, then hold hands, cause love always wins, love always wins. The hate falls away, the world falls away, cause we believe that love always wins, cause love always wins, it just always wins, time and time again. No one can hurt us unless we let them. We can find the rainbow, but only together. Love always wins, love always wins. We all knew we'd get here, but we had to dance, then hold hands, cause love always wins, it just always wins. The hate falls away, the world falls away, cause we believe that love always wins, it just always wins, it always wins, it always wins, it just always wins.
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.
This program was mixed and mastered by Landis Maitland Whitelaw at landismaitlandwhitelaw.com.